Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So in this one, I wanted to focus in on edge rusher Rashad Weaver, someone who's had a really impressive offseason period for the Jets, right? Whether you want to talk about voluntary OTAs, whether you want to talk about mandatory minicamp, Rashad Weaver has been standing out. I think Zach Rosenblatt has pointed this out quite a bit, talking about Rashad Weaver having like quote unquote dominant reps. He's had tons of sacks through the period so far. Now, of course, when pads come on, things can change and everything like that. But, for a team right now that is currently missing Jermaine Johnson, it's actually really cool to hear positive updates about another player on the roster stepping up, right? You're kind of, as a Jet fan, hoping that happens at every single position, but realistically speaking, it's just not. But with Rashad Weaver, it actually is. And we all know the importance of the defensive end position in this style of system. I'm going to assume it's a lot of 4-3 looks, but I do expect the Jets to be a pretty multiple defense. So if we take a look at Rashad Weaver just as an NFL player, the first thing that stands out is the size, right? The size and the strength. Those are the two big things that everyone talks about, the two big positives with Weaver. 6'4", 260, playing the defensive end position. Someone who, he's not out there chugging along. Like, he's not the fastest dude in the world. He's not the quickest dude in the world, but he definitely can move, if that makes sense. He can win off of like speed rushing reps, but it's someone who can play in a 4-3. He can play in a 3-4. That was I remember when he was coming out of Pittsburgh. In fact, actually, a lot of Jets fans wanted Weaver. I remember that combo, that Pitt Panther edge rusher combo. Both guys were coming out, and it was pretty, there was a lot of buzz surrounding both players. But in any case, Rashad Weaver has that positional flexibility, that scheme flexibility here. He has strength, he has size, and it's always kind of been maybe the notion with Weaver is, hey, you know what? He just needs to get into, the team with the right coaching staff that can really develop him and bring the best out of him. Now, of course, you could always make that argument with a bunch of different players, but with Weaver, you do see bright spots. You do see at times in the past when he was with Tennessee, like really, really impressive plays. Impressive moments where he's getting into the backfield and making plays. But, we talked about 2022, 2023. For whatever reason, he took a step backwards, didn't get any starts under his belt or anything. I believe he had 0 sacks in that season. So a bit confusing there. I'm not really sure what went wrong. Because, at the end of the day, he's 27 right now. He's in the prime of his career. So you're looking back then, mid-round pick, coming off an impressive season, to all of a sudden not having many opportunities. Just kind of feels a little strange. And then from there, he's bounced around. Houston Texans, I believe he was on the LA Rams practice squad as well. But here's the deal, right? Can Aaron Glenn, can Steve Wilks potentially bring the best out of Rashad Weaver? And all of a sudden, we have the solution to the current Jermaine Johnson replacement. And then when Jermaine comes back, now all of a sudden we have this really effective rotational edge rusher. That would be big time. We've seen it before, right? Think about the emergence of Bryce Huff. Not many, outsiders, not many members of the media, not many fans were, looking at Bryce Huff as an undrafted free agent saying, oh yeah, this guy in a couple years is going to be leading the team in sacks. The Jets have had some luck with finding diamonds in the rough, and clearly this is a new coaching staff and a new regime and everything, but I do feel like we can maybe look at the timing of the signing. He was brought in pretty early in the process. It's not like he was signed 2 days ago, like this emergency type of signing, like, we'll panic, okay, we have cap space, let's just bring him in. No, this was made early on in the season, or early on in the offseason, rather. So you got to imagine that there's a plan in place for him, and so far, again, what we've heard through camp, he's been nothing but great. And I absolutely love that. There's nothing better than those like diamond in the rough, stories and just different storylines and whatnot to follow. But anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. What are your thoughts? What are your kind of expectations with Rashad Weaver coming into 2025, his first season with the Jets? I'd be lying if I said that the size, the length, the strength doesn't get me fired up a little bit, at least a little bit, right? So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And as always, go Jets.